I, of course, am no stranger when it comes to certain type of things like, I don't know, being a low-rated channel, being the bottom of the totem pole. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have made videos on certain topics and subjects and all this other stuff you could say. But here's the thing. And no, we're not going to go right back into the certain individual by Onision. We're going to make this completely straightforward to you guys and to certain people that I do need to address, which I will not specify the names because you know who you are. And this is going to be a complete change-up to what I'm doing. Ladies and gentlemen, I have made videos on Onision. I have. That's the sort of thing that I'm going to do kind of the opposite of. Now, of course, I know we're just like, opposite of, you're talking about them right now. Well, here's the thing. This isn't really about Onision, but this is actually about the certain things that other people are doing from this. Now, a lot of people have called me saying I'm just an attention whore doing all this. Ladies and gentlemen, basically what you see is what you get. I called them out on certain things. We can go back and we could tread on the history all we want. We can go all the way back, look through, and see what cringe and vile filth that this person has done before in his life. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? This is the point where things gotta change. They have to. So for this anti-Onision crowd, as much as I dislike and have a disdain for Onision as much as in my heart as any other person would, nothing is going to come to any accomplishment at all. Nothing is going to be accomplished when you keep going after that certain person. I gave up on that stuff. This is actually my official retirement of it. I know I've made retirement videos and I came back out of it saying that, well, I'm done with it. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Well, truth be told, this is the official one right here. This is the official ending of me talking about this certain individual anymore. So I'm going to kind of put this all together and just say to this, and what's kind of been bothering me is the fact that many people are now just milking the entire thing. My point when I made my videos wasn't to milk anything. It was pretty much to call out what I saw, and the last thing I actually called out was the whole Billy situation. You know what, now that that's done, I can finally move on and do my other stuff as well. But there seems to be a silver lining between how much you should do and how much you shouldn't do, and certain people have treaded that line to be so much as obsessed, completely obsessed. There's certain other individuals that have been consistently making videos on Onision. There is a fine line between having a gap between of other videos, Onision here, Onision there, yada yada yada, and doing all this other stuff here. Then there's consistently doing it, maybe with one or two videos in between that consistency and such. Well, when you consistently make so many Onision videos, you are just basically milking a system and milking out of the drama that's so to say. Nothing is going to come out of this. And the people participating in the Onision debates, I don't mean any offense to you guys, but what do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to change? What sort of accomplishments do you think it's going to unravel? What difference do you think it's going to make? Absolutely diddly squat. Nothing is going to change. Nothing is going to be accomplished. I'm not saying that in the form of negativity, but we, ladies and gentlemen, should obviously know the behavior and pretty much the narcissism behind that certain individual as Onision. We already know who he is. We already know what he does. We already know that sort of shit. And unfortunately, YouTube endorses his behavior. And we've tried so many times. So many people have tried so many times to try to get his channel removed. Some people have made petitions to get his channel removed. But ladies and gentlemen, nothing is going to come good out of this. You can look at certain people's channels with the consistency, the percentages of that so-called milking the drama. You could see a percentage in that consistency of videos that people are making. And there's people in the anti-Onision crowd that are just tired of it. I'm tired of it. My friend Some Guy 27 is tired of it. Some of my other friends are tired of it. And also a community that knows within the balance of their brain knows that it's just quite sickening to just keep going back and forth. But there's still people that want to keep milking it dry. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time we just moved on now. No more of Onision. No more. I know, it's ironic because I'm saying his name in the video, but you know what? I'm telling you guys, enough is enough. Nothing is going to come good out of it. You know what? I think it's time for us to step aside and let someone else worry about that sort of shit. Now, if it comes to a point, if you want to actually call him out for something that he actually does that crosses the severity of a line, go right ahead. Here's the thing, though. Even though if he does cross this line, I'm not going to fucking do anything because you know what? Nothing is going to come out of this. But it's not going to accomplish anything. If he did something extraordinarily severe, I'm going to let someone else take care of that because I've done so much that I could. My friend, some guy 827 has done so much as he could before. Okay, but we're not going to see a change. Nothing's going to happen. It's just going to be the same repetitive bullshit all over again. And pretty much we're all just going to go back to square one and we're going to keep rinsing and repeating this entire cycle and nothing's going to change. You know how this will really change? And you know what? Dumbass me should have thought of this earlier on before. Just don't watch any of it. There's a fine lining between calling someone out and being completely obsessed over something. So I think it's high time that we as a community don't put your interest in calling someone like that out. If something bad happens to him in the sense of his YouTube channel, then by all means, let it be. Don't have any effect. Think of it like a butterfly effect in some way. You know, you can kind of see where that kind of goes. It's ironic because, like, oh, if we don't do anything, if we don't speak out against it, then obviously people are going to think it's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we already know it's not okay. We already know this. But it's high time to just let things be. And I know that's kind of a hard thing to let go of because he's done some pretty questionable things, especially like with little teenage girls on his fucking, Tumblr or whatnot? Or his so-called website, forum site where he actually had pictures of underage women in their fucking underwear. But ladies and gentlemen, it's high time that we actually let people that actually need to do what they need to do. And we need to let go of that, so that way something new could happen. Maybe some sort of change and effect will happen if we stop giving him that attention he craves. Let him build his empire and such, because here's one thing that I have learned in the history of my life. All empires come to an end. Every single empire comes to an end. That is not an exaggeration. Not one point. That is a philosophical thing in my head that I keep inside here. Every single empire comes to an end. Think about that. You really think that it's going to change when you keep going on? You want to spout off the same exact crap that you keep doing? And yes, I'm guilty of this. I'm hypocritical of this, so go ahead and call me out. I'm completely fine with that. But you know what? I'm admitting that I've done so much of this stuff before. But you know what? I'm not apologizing for any of it. But I'm also saying at the same time that we need to move on from it. Don't put any more effort to it back. The message was already clear long before. The message, like I said, the message has been clear. We pretty much did our part, and it's time that we now move on to something that concerns us even into the graver instances than some douchebag who acts to think of himself as a narcissistic god with a god complex upon people. So really think about that, ladies and gentlemen. And you know what? I know this is kind of arrogant of me to say this, but I'm speaking for the community when I say that we don't really need to pay attention to this guy anymore. So I'm saying this to the anti-Onision crowd. Please, ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor. Move on from this. Quit milking that system. This will be the official last one. I'm shitting you not. The official last one. I'm only doing this so that way I can do you guys a favor and do a lot of other people a favor, because you are not going to get what... It's pretty much... It's not going to end the way you want. It's not. The best way to keep everything in check is to finally progress over this. Don't go anywhere. Don't even look back on it. Move forward from it. No more. That's pretty much the message that I have here. It's pretty much enough of Onision. No more. No more videos, no more nothing, no more even talking about him. He's already done so much, there's nothing to even describe anymore. It's perfectly clear as to how we see him. Now it's time we move on and focus on bigger things at hand. And that's pretty much it. I'm ThrashMetalGuru. This is my video. I'm signing out. You guys have a wonderful day.